I have something really cool coming up.
Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You got to find your own.
Today's video is sponsored by Thrive Market. Did the swim cool you off? Is that gonna be okay? I'm gonna have to get you some more. So that's normal algae. You know, this time of year you're going to have pollen floating on the water. And this is normal. I have seen toxic green algae, and this doesn't look anything like it. I have been keeping an eye on reports and doing research and double checking, looking at pictures of toxic green algae and regular algae just to make sure. And of course, you know, I'll keep an eye on her too, but I'm pretty sure this is just normal pollen. 99.99%. Let's call that 100. It has been warm, so I'm going to keep an eye on the water the next couple of days just to make sure. Keep her safe. Huh, we gotta keep you safe without keeping you on a gut. We gotta keep you safe. I saw people paddleboarding on it yesterday too, so that tells me that it's safe. I feel like these mountain lakes away from agriculture are a little safer, but you know, I'll keep an eye on it. Beautiful morning. Hot already. The humidity's been about 30-35%, and I notice it after 0% in the desert, 10%. And it's only going to get worse. But this one, 87 degrees. All right, So I'm gonna make a really quick and easy dinner tonight, rice and beans. And I'm really glad that I stocked up on some of my favorites from Thrive Market before I crossed the border into Canada. Oftentimes it takes several stops for me to find all of my favorite vegan, gluten-free, organic foods. But with Thrive Market, they make it really easy to go online, find everything that fits my dietary restrictions or my preferences, and get everything just shipped directly to me. One stop, pick up my mail, and that's it. And tonight I have Thrive Market organic rice and quinoa, organic fire roasted tomatoes. These are so good. Vegan charo beans, and for dessert I have some vegan gluten-free cookies, snickerdoodle, soft. I already opened them. They're good. So I love that with Thrive Market, I don't have to worry about the products that I'm getting. They vet everything for sustainability and to make sure that when I go online, I'm able to find everything that fits my dietary restrictions. And no matter what your dietary restrictions are, you're going to be able to find it. And they make it easy to get sustainable items that fit every budget. They have a really good selection, and like I said, their prices are really good too, so I end up saving money by buying all my specialty items directly from Thrive Market. They're having back to school specials all month long. Whether you have kids or grandkids that are going back to school, even if you don't have school and you just want some convenience and some yummy stuff that's affordable and healthy, like snacks or nut butters or jelly or tuna fish, they're going to be having 25% off all back to school essentials all month. Use the link in the video description below, thrivemarket.com/CarolynsRVLIFE, to get 30% off your first order. And with my link below, you're going to get a free gift. So get started with Thrive Market today and make your life a lot easier. And I'm going to show you how I make literally like the healthiest 10-minute meal, vegan, gluten-free, organic that you have ever seen. So we got to cool off a little bit in the water, so that was nice. And for dinner, I'm gonna make a hearty veggie bean and rice dish. Really easy. I can whip it up in 10 minutes, especially with my pre-made quinoa and rice and tomatoes from Thrive Market, and add as many veggies as I can. You know what? Actually, instead of beans, I think what I will do is add I'll just throw some tofu in. That's a bean, and also a lot of protein. And I have a few leftover potatoes from my air fryer the other day, so I'll kind of make it a kitchen sink dinner. It'll be delicious. And to make it even easier and quicker, I'm just gonna rough chop everything. I think that's good. I don't need to dice my onions every time. It actually kind of also gives a little bit of texture and crispiness, especially when you're making rice and beans, because rice and beans can just be a big pile of mush. And I've been discovering lately that if I leave my veggies kind of big and whole, then it gives it some crunch that you may not normally have. So yeah, so a rough chop. And then I'll just cube up my tofu and throw that in. These pre-made rice packets are usually made for microwaves, so it kind of comes out clumpy and a little starchy, but with the liquid from the tomatoes, I'll just cover it and it'll cook up perfectly. And added my favorite spices, cumin, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. And salt and pepper, of course, or salt. I don't use a lot of pepper. I have this really nice baby kale, so I'll cut that up really small and throw that in. It's a great way to get greens without really even tasting it, especially spinach. You don't really taste it. Some cilantro and green onions and vegan sour cream would be good. But you know what? It's going to be good anyway. And it was super fast and easy. So that's a bonus. So beautiful spot here in Alberta. It's not on any of the apps. I'd like to keep it that way. So just the locals know about it. Ralph scouted it. We split up several days ago. He went back. He spends the summer with friends in the area, you know, because he's from here. So I had to head east. And first I went north. I'm going to go pretty far north. And then I'm going to go east. Well, relatively far. And just enjoying this spot for a few days. Today was really hot. It was 87 degrees today. So 90 in the RV. So I just took Sadie for another swim. Cool her off, and she loves it. And let me see. What do I have to catch you up on? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be really honest. This is getting harder every year. Been doing this 9 years. And this year I am really noticing, and I think partly because I'm so used to, you know, I kind of stayed in one area for a while, and then I spend my summers not really traveling a lot. I'm noticing that when I do get back on the road, I get tired easier than I used to. And also, I have been doing a lot of filming, and that's really taken a lot out of me. Filming and then editing and then traveling and then trying to find time to relax and travel and film. But, you know, I'm an introvert. Well, I'm both, but besides spending all that time with Ralph, which really isn't bad because he's an introvert too. I think I'm a bigger introvert, and he really understands that I need my space. So I'm like 10 minutes of conversations, like, okay, bye, I'll see you tomorrow. But still, even that, just having somebody around all the time is a different energy output than I'm used to. But so yeah, besides that, filming, is an extra version. That is, you know, filming is being on. It's like being on a stage, and I'm really noticing right now that it's taken a lot out of me. So I have not filmed a lot. Been catching up on work and relaxing. Not even really going for a lot of walks. So it's getting harder. That's the message. And, you know, it would be one thing if it was just traveling, but it's traveling and working and filming. And I might need to figure out a way to make that process a little easier as I get older. I'm almost 58. Anyway, I have something really cool coming up. So that's part of the reason I was thinking I don't really need to show you too much of this camp. Okay, back up. So I have something really cool coming up. So that's part of the reason I was thinking I don't really need to show. I have something really cool coming up, though, that I will film. I'm going to be traveling 200 miles on an unpaved road from Cold Lake to, I keep calling it Saskatchewan. That's funny. Here's a funny story. Show you what a dork I am. What a dork I can be. A long time ago, well, a while ago, I picked a spot on the map that I wanted to go as north as possible. Because my original thought was to take the Trans-Canada Highway, but that's pretty populated on this part of the country, and you know, I don't like that. I really wanted to see the countryside and remote areas, so I randomly chose a spot on the map, and it's right above the name of the province, Saskatchewan. So I kept thinking I was going north of Saskatchewan, not realizing it's not a city. Saskatoon is the city, so I've been telling everybody I'm going to Saskatchewan. So anyway, I randomly chose a point on the map, and if you want to look at the map right now and look at Saskatchewan on the map, it's about that far above the word Saskatchewan. That's the point I picked randomly that I want to go to. That's as far north, and then I'm going to go north, and I'm going to head back south. And since I've been here, I have been looking at that route a little bit closer from where I am, and this is how I travel. Like, you know, maybe I'll go there, maybe I'll go there, and I'll figure out the route like the day before I leave, where I want to go, what I want to see. I am a terrible planner because I change my mind all the time. Come on, Sadie girl. So, but yeah, I found this route that's like 200 miles of unpaved road through, is it Lost Lake? So, I'm going to go do that tomorrow. I've been debating how long I want to stay here. Tomorrow's Friday, and I decided like an hour ago that I'm going to go tomorrow. Partly I don't want to be here through the weekend because even though it hasn't been too bad, it is going to be a hot weekend, and I need to get moving. I'm going to run out of Starlink. I have to be back 2 months from the time I cross the border. Starlink only allows 2 months in a foreign country before they make you do all kinds of stupid shit. So I need to start moseying. I've already been here almost a month, and I have a long ways to go. But I looked it up the other day. A day and a half of driving if I were to drive straight through. So that's like 10 days of driving for me if I stay in one spot every night. All right, so that's my next big adventure that I'm going to take you on. 200 miles. Me, Sadie, Phoenix, and you. Phoenix has already done Phoenix is the name of my RV. I don't call her that very often because people always think I'm talking about Phoenix, the city. We did the Dalton several years ago, and you know, a lot of unpaved. That was a long unpaved. Now we're going to do about 200 miles of unpaved. Whew. I'm excited. It looks very remote. There's only like 1 or 2 communities out there. So it'll be fun. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pack up early tomorrow, go into Cold Lake, dump my tanks, resupply up, because I'll take as long as I want to take on it. I do have to go to Saskatoon because I have to pick up a Blue Eddy battery. Yeah. All these logistics that are just squashing my mellowing my what is that called? Yeah. I'm getting tired. I want to retire. I did pay off my student loans. That's good. I'm only 57 years old. Just paid off my student loans. Anyway, what is that called? It's not squashing my mellow. What's it called? I don't remember. All right, but gorgeous. How are you doing? You still nice and cool? You won't lay on your new mat that I bought you. The bird's here. And I don't remember how much I told you when I first drove in. I chose this spot even though it is right on the road. There's a lot of camping out here all around the lake, but it's also very sandy, like the really fine dust sandy, and I don't want to get stuck out here. So there were a couple spots I was like, yeah, I probably could make it down, you know, closer, I mean off the road, close to the lake, but then I was like, you know, it's not very level and I'm only going to be here for a few days, and again, I'm just getting tired. I have 9 years and I'm like, it's not worth it. I'll just stay right on the road. And you know, it hasn't been bad. 5 or 6 cars a day maybe go by here. The grader came by earlier a few times grading the road. But yeah, it's been a really nice spot. But I heard some quads today. I have a feeling, I saw signs that it's a really busy quad area, so I think it's gonna be really busy over the weekend. And so I'm just gonna mosey. I need to mosey anyway, but let me show you my lake access. Come on, Zadie girl. Hi. Hi. Where we go swimming is the road access, like right up the road. It's like, I don't know, a couple 100 feet. But I do have a little lake access. Come on, Sadie girl. Haven't had any ticks yet, surprisingly. I expected them in here, but not yet. Pretty soon. Nebraska. It's where I always seem to start picking them up in the U.S. And I'm only above Montana right now, so. Okay, so this is my lake access. Good fishing, not much else. Not even a good place for a chair. And with the high bushes. All kinds of bugs. All kinds of bugs. Come on, Sadie girl. think? You ready to hit the road? Harshing my mellow. That's what it is, harshing my mellow. The thing about living in a tiny space is that you are constantly either feeling cluttered or constantly cleaning. I do dishes, eat breakfast, and my sink is full. I do dishes again, I eat lunch, dinner, my whole kitchen is a disaster and a mess, and so I'm cleaning it up again. You're constantly cleaning. Even though my RV is 24 feet, I measured my living space recently, and I actually live in 128 square feet. So no matter what you do, it feels cluttered, and especially in an older RV where you can see my sink is kind of coming apart, the Formica, and I've tried a million different things. It just constantly feels cluttered and dirty, no matter how often you clean. So a ranger came by today, kind of surprised me. Don't expect a lot of people coming into my camp. Fire ban went into effect today. So, no fires. And I asked him about the green algae, and he said he didn't seem, I don't know if he was just the fire. He was in a uniform, and I assumed he was a ranger, but he might have been just fire. Because I asked him about green algae. He said he hasn't heard anything. He's like, as far as I know, it's not really a problem here, and if it is, it's late in the summer. And I said, yeah. He said if it's kind of yellowish on the top, you don't have to worry about it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I figured. It's just pollen this time of year. He said, yeah, exactly. That's what you're seeing, most likely. So, rest assured, this is my process when I'm gonna move. Make sure I get as much packed tonight as I can so that tomorrow I can just go for my walk and get out of here pretty quickly. Especially because I have a couple places scouted tomorrow for camping, but tomorrow's Friday and I still have a lot more, at least 2 more days work on my Sunday video. So I have to find a place tomorrow that I can comfortably relax and stay for a couple of days to work. If there's gonna be a lot of people around, I'm just gonna be stressed the whole time. So I have a couple places scouted on that highway, that dirt road. Also, if that dirt road really sucks, I'm gonna have to turn around because I'm not gonna drive 200 miles on a really, really bad road. I'm just not in the mood for that. I wouldn't do that. 200 miles is too much. So I'm gonna get as much done tonight as I can. Packed and dishes and put stuff away. And mosey early tomorrow. Cold Lake is less than an hour away. And pick up some groceries, like I said, get dump station done, fill up on water, then I'll be good for 2 weeks on that road, whatever it brings. Yeah. So, that's the plan. was a hot one today. Yeah, it's gonna cool off tomorrow, and it's gonna be hot again on Saturday, and then it's gonna get back down into 70s. I've not forgotten about my dessert, my Snickerdoodle Partake cookies. They're soft, very good. I like the soft Partake cookies better than crunchy ones. These are really good. What should we watch? What should we watch? You can't have cookies. You have food in your dish. So last night was so gorgeous with those northern lights. Weren't those amazing? But the wind blew in a lot of smoke. It is really smoky today. I can even smell it. So that might impact my travel plans. I know there are a lot of fires actually all around me. I think west of me, east of me, north of me. So that could affect my plans going into Saskatchewan. But the first thing that disrupted my plan, battery's dead. See, I'm pulling 12 and I'm only at 12.6. So I can't do anything until I go get new house batteries. So instead of going north today, I'm going to need to go back into Edmonton and find some new batteries. I've suspected for a while that they're going, even when I was still with Ralph, they were acting up, but now they're not holding a charge at all. So I can't continue on until I get new batteries. So I'm going to do that today. And that might impact my plans, so make sure you stay with me to find out where I end up next. And if you want to start shopping with a company that cares and finding all your favorite items, don't forget to check the link in the video description below, thrivemarket.com/CarolynsRVLIFE for 30% off and a free gift. And if you like my content and you've been sticking around a while, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, share this video with everybody you know. All of it goes a long way toward helping me to continue to create free videos for everybody to enjoy. And if you've been around a while and you think you're subscribed, do me a favor and double check, because for some reason, YouTube does keep unsubscribing people. All right. So house batteries first and then Saskatchewan. We'll see where we end up, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. I gotta hit the road. Time to pack up. Damn it. I'm hearing four-wheel drive, or I'm feeling, gosh, okay, start over. Never mind. So Sadie and I went swimming a couple times. I went swimming. Okay.